Hey, Whippersnappers, this is Tortoise the Great. Welcome back to another exciting episode of Hexath'locke Season 5. Last week we went through the Plot Wheel Forest, and we managed to return the Dragon Skull to Lenora and her museum gym. And today what we've got left to do is head towards Castelia City. Oh, that's pretty. Thumbnail! Let's head through, get on the bridge, and we will head up through the city. We've got some stuff to explore there. Maybe even a little more plot to take care of. So let's run through. I gotta tell you, since we're trying to look on the brighter side of things with this generation, at least I am, I do have to tell you that the graphics really are pretty. Now, obviously here we're emulating for the sake of recording, but so things are a little broken up, but really, I mean, this whole cinematic experience here with the bridge and everything is pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. Very, very cool. Oh, look at that. We changed perspectives and all that nonsense. There are definitely some high points to this game, and I want to be back in the middle. There we go. But things like the plot constantly getting in the way of doing the game. I guess the plot is the game. I don't know. I'm not one who's generally real into the plot because it's usually so inane in Pokemon games that it's like, okay, let's go. But this game really kind of gets things going for you. All right, let's take a look at this map. Tells us nothing, but we are in Castelia City, and let's take a look. We're actually going to duck in here because I have just picked up exactly where we left off last time, so I'm sure I need to heal, and this lady's in my way for no reason. Okay, that's great. We are going to heal our Pokemons, and then we'll jump on and continue. Take a Pokemon for a few seconds. Yeah, so I wanted to quickly, I talked about the Nintendo Creator Program last week, and I think in my explanation I made it sound almost as if like I would do it if they, allowed Pokemon, etc. And that's not really the case. Someone, I think it was Scad, was like, yeah, we can't allow things like that. I mean, really what it is the content creator controlling the kind of content that can be put out with their stuff. So like, Nintendo would be approving those videos, and if you said something disparaging to Nintendo, they wouldn't let you release it, sort of deal. So it's really censorship in the grand scheme of things. Of course, you don't have to sign up for the program or anything. But with the whole spiel we had with the Gamergate, I didn't really pay attention to a lot of that stuff, if I'm being honest with you, because it just seemed so stupid. But like I know like that whole thing was kicking off based on like gaming journalism ethics and things like that, and so like if all the commentators are essentially getting paid by Nintendo and only allowed to put out positive Nintendo stuff, I happen to like Nintendo, but in the end, if it becomes something that is this what I want? Do I want the Battle Company? I think it is. Let's go in here. This is what I'm looking for. Yeah, there we go. So, I mean, if other companies get on board, then, like, everything that ends up on YouTube at some point, like, if this Nintendo thing kicks off, then before long, these other companies are going to get on board with it, and it'll just be, you won't be able to trust anything that's out there because everybody who puts out anything will be on the dole, just getting paid by the company to only put out positive stuff. So I got that, and I guess I just didn't explain that enough last time. So it definitely is, a thing with censorship and just, I don't know. I'm not trying to sell you games, so I guess you guys can trust me because I really don't care if you go out and buy these games one way or the other. But, I mean, if people's commentary does start getting tainted by things like that, it's a bad day. Yeah, just wanted to put that out there that I do get that aspect, and I didn't put that through well enough in my commentary last time, I think. But yeah, so we're here in the Battle Company. Whoa! Slow your roll, Herdier. Whoa! Gimli. Oh, yikes. That is not okay. We are in the Battle Company because we've got a couple of things we got to take care of here in Castelia City. One being the Battle Company is something of note, and then we also are going to have when we head over towards the gym, I think Bianca, being as worthless a trainer as she is, has managed to get one of her Pokemon stolen, and so we're going to have to help her out in that event. Yeah, so we could potentially, I don't think we're going to have time to, but I think we probably are at a point with our training that we could probably take on the gym, but I don't see that happening today, if only because I just don't think we'll have time. This is 50, this is 50, we got 2 of these. Yeah, I just don't think we'll have time. I think, you know, Berg's Pokemon are like low 20s, so I think, you know, especially since they're bugs and we have like Gimli and stuff like that. Zod has a fire move. I think we'll probably we could generally where we're at with our team could probably handle it. I just don't think we'll have time. I think once we get through the battle company and we take on Team Galactic and stuff like that, we probably will be about where I want to be time-wise. But I could be wrong. If we get through this and then we get there, and we've only got like 10 minutes in the episode, then we'll quit, because I think we'll probably be pretty quick to whip through that. So we'll either do the gym at the end of this episode, if that works out. Again, I don't think it will, but if it does, we'll do that. Otherwise we're getting Dantes out of here. What are we doing? Otherwise, we'll be doing it at the beginning of next episode, and then we'll continue on up into like the desert and stuff out of Castelia City, because there's really not a ton we need to do. There's lots of like, oh, let's go around and look for items and stuff, and so I'll probably do that at some point. But there's no need for you guys to do that with me, especially because I don't know where any of it is. I'm gonna have to like actually slink around for a bit and find it. So yeah, so that's pretty much the plan. Yeah, I think that's pretty much everywhere that we need to be doing in here. And again, the rest of it I'll clean up between episodes so that we're ready to leave Castelia City sometime next episode. There we go. Timber goes down. Toadette doing work. Beautiful. Add a girl Toadette. Contest. Player defeated. Fantastic. Alright, let's take on this lady here. So this is just a company that, you know, they actually seem to have jobs, but they still battle Pokemon at work. I wish I worked here, where I was like doing my job until somebody wants to Pokemon, and then we just Pokemon. That'd be fantastic. I would love to live in this world. I don't know about you guys. But actually, that leads me to today's question of the day. If you were to live in the world of Pokemon, so let's say tomorrow we wake up and we are in Kanto or wherever, we're in Unova. It's the world of Pokemon. Pokemon exists and all that. You see lots of people with different professions in the world of Pokemon. You see some people are Pokemon professors, some are breeders, or contest people, or trainers, or, you know, some work in shops. I mean, it just depends. Roggenrola, don't make me hurt you. Well, I'm going to hurt you. I guess that's I shouldn't have put that as a qualifier. That's happening one way or the other, but the malice with which I do it will just vary, whether or not you kill Kensei. But yeah, so if you were to wake up in the Pokemon world tomorrow, would you be, you know, a breeder, you know, a contester, a trainer, a gym leader? I guess gym leaders and trainers are kind of the same deal, but I'm just kind of interested because, I mean, I know that I'd love to say that I would be a trainer because I think that that's what people would want me to say. Honestly, I love animals, and I love just like caring for animals. I think I would honestly probably end up being more of a breeder, and not in terms of like a breeder like you think of like a dog breeder where they just pump out dogs, but like, you know, more of like on the show where Brock was a breeder, where he just kind of like took care of Pokemon. He like collected them and just kind of cared for them. They were kind of just more pets than anything sort of deal. Like, I think that, ooh, well, I'm glad I put Toadette up. I think that that's probably more like what I would do, because you guys know watching this stuff, I'm not like super competitive. I mean, I've done my forays into competitive battling. The road to rank thing, though, is kind of stalled out. And I love doing Showdown because battles are fun. And I think I would do battles just for fun. And I honestly, I think I probably would also, you know, just take on gyms for fun. I think that would be a fun experience. I love doing that. But I think in the grand scheme of things, I would probably be more like Brock, who, yeah, does battles on occasion, but is more of a casual than like a professional. Because if this was the real world, and people were like as serious as some competitive people get about battling, like in like the anime Ash world, or like if like people were only as competitive as like they are in the games here, I would be like, oh yeah, sure, I'll be a battler or a trainer. But I think realistically, if I'm going up against people like I go up against in Smogon or Showdown or whatever, no way I'm being competitive in that environment. No way. So I think I'd rather just like I'd just like to have my Pokemon, and they'd be great, and I'd love having them around, and they'd be more like pets that we occasionally go beat other people up with. But other than that, I don't know. So yeah, let me know what you guys think, and if I've forgotten any potential careers. Man, this person's got a lot of Pokemon. We're gonna have to switch because Toadette is getting too dang strong. Oh yeah, Zod needs levels. That'll be perfect. But yeah, so if I've forgotten any and you guys want to just mention, like, you know, you didn't mention this, but this is what I would do, let me know. I think that'd be a lot of fun. If you want to be the daycare persons or whatever, let me know. I'm legitimately interested in finding out what you guys would do in the Pokemon world. I still got my fingers crossed that someday we'll wake up and science will have created Squirtles or something. I'm holding out hope. As unlikely as that would be. I think Nintendo, if they can manage to stay alive long enough, we'll get to a point where video games have become obsolete, but now they like have created the most interactive video game experience by creating actual Pokemon that you have to take care of, like a Tamagotchi, but it's like a real living thing. So I don't know. Fingers crossed still, but yeah, we'll see. Anyway, so yeah, that's today's question of the day, and I want to thank you guys again for continuing to answer these with pretty reliable source, just pretty words. I apologize. You guys know I can't speak. I don't know what I'm doing in this hobby. You know, you guys are pretty reliable at answering those, so I appreciate it. Last week it was a little light, but I think that's ooh, a scope lens. Nice. I think that's mostly because I asked a question that like. You got to learn in something like this to ask questions that people actually care about, and I find that questions like the one I just asked will get much greater responses, and I'm like, what would you guys like to see me do? Because most people don't care enough to comment on things like that. So yeah, I don't blame you guys for last week's lack of comments. I blame myself. Alright, here we go. We got Patil. I think we can probably handle this. Let's go for the Hypnosis. Avoided, but we avoided theirs, so it works out. There we go. Landing that. Faux show. Alright, so let's see. I really think Cut should be a Steel-type move, and if Steel is not super effective against Grass, it should be. And I should know this after playing Pokemon for like 16 years or something. I should probably know some of these type things, especially since Steel has been around since like Gen 2. But some of these things, it's just, yeah, more fun to just see how it goes. I really wish you would stop healing yourself, though. Oh, and we got the Leech Seed going. Yeah, we're going to have to get Timon out of here. This is just not going to work out. We're not going to be able to do enough damage to it to make that happen. Let's bring Zod out, and our Flame Charge should be able to do pretty good with us. Ooh. Less than ideal on that one. We're gonna use. Do I have status? Do I have anything that opens? Ooh, Chesto! We got a Chesto Resto. Wake up, Zod. Boom. All right. Gosh, there was something I know. I was waiting for Hexath'locke recording to happen so I could ask you guys about it, and now I do not remember what it was. Oh, that's so frustrating. Do you ever have that happen to you where you're just like? You're like, oh yeah, I gotta remember to do that, gotta remember to do that. And then when you sit down to do something, you just completely, or get up to do something or whatever, you walk into a room and it's just gone. It's just out of your brain. There's nothing you can do about it. It's never coming back. And, oh man. Alright, let's get some fights going here. Flame Charge, finally. We're at a place where we can just hopefully one-shot this Patil-ill. Patilil. Gotta make sure we do that. Say that right. Because you guys know me, I'm not one for reading so much. No, I love reading. But like when it comes to all these weird city names and Pokemon names and stuff, sometimes I'm just like, whatever, best educated guess, let's do it. Alright, seriously, we gotta kill it. I'm not playing with this Patilil anymore. I should know, I trained one. I had one, but I always called it her Petal in the Little Lock, so hard to keep on top of this stuff. Alright. Clerk about it is about to send in Cottony. I really should switch just because we've got the Leech Seed on. I'll bring Tortoise in. It should be good because he has got Ice typing to protect him at least. Alright, let's get the Screech up in case it goes for the Cotton Guard. I don't know if it'll have that at this low a level, but throws up the Leech Seed. Man, these people, strats on them. Fantastic. I gotta applaud them at the very least for knowing what they're doing. Alright, so let's get... This will be Stab at the very least. This thing's not a Fairy type yet, so it shouldn't be resisted. Ah, beautiful. Screech plus non-lowered attack. Dantes equals win. Alright guys, well, I think that clears up this floor. I'm actually going to speed through the next floor just because we are getting long on time, and then I'll bring you guys back when we are ready to take on Team Galactic and get Bianca's Pokemon back. So I'll see you guys back in just a second. Alright guys, so it looks like even with the speed up that today's episode is going to probably be where I want it with just the battle company. So what I'm thinking we're going to do is we're going to do this battle with the chairman of the battle company, and then we're going to call it a day, and we'll pick up next week with when we go to the gym and doing that little quick plot section, and then we'll do the gym battle and then head out of the city. So shouldn't be any problem at all. This just took more time than I expected, so that works out. But yes, so we're up against the chairman. He's got this Trubbish here. We got Kensei. I'm gonna get him out of here because they're too dang strong, this Trubbish, and the water gun was not doing enough. So let's see. Gimli. Pretty sure he's got Mud Slap on him, if I'm right. Yes, he does. All right, let's try that out. See what he. Oh, crap. Toxic Spikes. Well, hopefully Gimli can take care of it and we won't have to switch out because that'll just be annoying. Ooh. That's it's not the most ideal. That was super effective. That should have done more damage than that. But at least it looks like Gimli's defenses are going to hold for us, so that's good. Ooh, the flinch. Darn it! Alright. This Rock Blast. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa! Trubbish! You better kill him, Gimli. Kill him! Yes! Beautiful. Alright, well, at least Trubbish is dead. That works out very nicely. Ooh, and we level up. Beautiful. Beautiful. Let's do that. Juniper Machino. Yeah, let's switch for that. Let's bring in Toadette. Toadette should be able to handle this, no problem. We'll get let's let's see, how do I do this? Oh, toxic spikes, darn it. Yeah, let's do stun spore and double slap. Toadette's usually got good defenses too. Yes, looks like. Oh no, no! Well, I guess that works too. Wasted my turn a bit with the stun spore, but that's okay. Let's see here. Yeah. Alright, so this Leech Seed should at least help counteract the poison effects, and we'll hope that that'll work out well enough, and hopefully the Minccino just stays asleep, because I'm gonna now start spamming Mega Drain, I think, and we should be able to keep our health up long enough to kill Minccino at least. At least fingers crossed. I guess let's see. Is that... Yeah, oh yeah, that's doing plenty of damage. We'll be able to get our health back up, and we will be good to go. Alrighty. So it looks like Tortoise probably got this pretty well in hand. I actually remembered what I wanted to talk to you guys about. So this week, I mentioned to you guys a couple of weeks ago in my channel update that I was, when I was listing the ways that you guys could support me, one of the things that I listed was my Spreadshirt shop. And I haven't talked a lot about it, and I haven't really updated it a whole lot. I've got a couple of great Tortimer related things in there, but I'm starting to, I want to add some more just like video game-y kind of geeky stuff in there. Alright, so there we go. Chairman is down. So I want to add some more just like geeky kind of stuff, and I think that I'm going to do that. And the first thing I've added has been the well, the shirt right here that I'm putting on the screen. I'll just show it to you guys, and that'll be a lot easier. This is kind of a Hexath'locke inside joke. It's the Why Not shirt, and why should you buy it? Because why not? It's a. I'm sure there are shirts out there like it, I guess, but it's kind of become a nice little gimmicky thing here in this series specifically, and that's why I wanted to talk about it in the Hexath'locke, because no one else cares. But yeah, so. We've got those shirts out there. I've got them in men and women's cuts. You can make it any color you would like, I think, for the background shirt. I got them on light blues just because it's a why not. So if you guys want to check that out, that would be fantastic. If you're interested in it, great. They are cheaper than any of the other shirts in the shop, so that works out nicely. I tried to make sure that I was only using one color and things like that, so that you guys could get the most for your money. So check out the shop, because why not, right? That's the motto of the Hexath'locke, and enjoy some fun apparel. And if you guys have any other ideas on things you guys would like to see throughout this series, or not throughout this series, I'm not asking about that. Any other kinds of stuff you'd like to see in the shop, let me know. Anyway, I've been Tortimer the Great, and you guys have been great. Leave those likes, comments, and subscriptions for me, guys, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one.